Friends, do you want to learn data scientist skills within 6 months? And so for that you have to spend 3 hours daily. And how will you learn and how will you spend those 3 hours for learning? So for that I have created a roadmap for you. You can follow that. So my name is Lakhan. I bring you a very concise information for you, and you can follow this roadmap to become a data scientist. Also, there are lots of online information available, but I bring you a very concise information. Definitely this roadmap will help you to transform your career into your data science journey. As you can see on my screen, there are few core skills and tools a person should learn to be a data scientist. Some are visualization tools, some are database, some are core skills. So as you can see, the Python and R, these are the languages. So one language you need to learn, whether is a Python or R. So you can learn R. There are lots of resources available on the YouTube, and you can follow that and learn, but I will prefer Python. Why Python? Because Python is a versatile language, right? So if you learn Python end to end, so it takes lots of time, so you no need to learn everything. But if you start the list of topic I have created here, so it's okay to go, right? So start with these listed topic, and then you can start your transition towards data science. Okay, now there are other open source libraries as well I have mentioned, like NumPy, Panda, Matplotlib and Seaborn. So you have to learn a few open source libraries inside Python, right? Why NumPy? Because NumPy allows us to perform a logical operation and mathematical operation on the data. And Pandas, it is also open source library that is built on top of NumPy library. It is a Python package that offers various data structures and operations for manipulating data. So if we really, because we are data scientists, there are lots of data pre-processing, data manipulation required. So NumPy and Panda provide the facility to do that. Now next thing is the data visualization. So how can you visualize data in Python? So there are two libraries for that, so Matplotlib and Seaborn. So if you know the Matplotlib, it's okay because it is sufficient, but if you know the Seaborn, so it is good also. With the help of Seaborn, you can beautify your visualizing chart which you have created in Matplotlib. Now let's talk about statistics and math. So statistics help you to understand data very well. It is widely used in the fields of machine learning to analyze, visualize, interpret data and discover insights. And if we talk about mathematics, so expertise in mathematics is necessary to understand and apply algorithm in various applications. For choosing the right algorithm to select the correct parameters, this is very important to learn and understand. Right, if you want to learn statistics, so you can follow Khan Academy YouTube videos on YouTube, and they have created amazing videos. You can learn from there, right? The EDA part we will talk about later in this section. Now let's talk about machine learning, right? So the feature engineering, first part is feature engineering. So it is very important, feature engineering. Why it is important? Because the data scientists spend 80% of their time doing feature engineering. It is a time consuming and difficult process. So it is very important to understand features and various techniques of feature engineering. What is the data specifying to you? Data has some information or not? This is commonly task done by any data scientist, like handling missing value, handling outliers. So there are few techniques like feature creation, transformation, feature extraction, feature selection, so many more. Once you are okay in feature engineering, then you will learn machine learning algorithm. So there are around 20 to 25 algorithm you will learn to solve regression, classification and clustering problems. So there are different types of algorithm like linear regression, decision tree, random forest, AdaBoost, support vector machine, k-mean clustering, naive Bayes, so etc. You need to understand what type of problem you are solving and which algorithm is okay to solve a particular problem. So this is very important to understand when you are learning any algorithm, right? Now let's talk about the Next section, project management. So a person should learn one project management tool, whether is Azure Radio, Jira, or other tools available in the market. Right, so data scientist or product owner follow agile process. So they provide entire process stories into sprint and then assign task to developers. Once the requirement gathering is done, then they follow next step and vice versa. So this is the kind of checklist. They record each and every steps in the form of user stories for the entire life cycle of the project. So this can be done by any one of program management tools. So the Azure ADO or Jira, person should learn any one. Now let's see the another section which is called database. A person should learn two database to be a data scientist. One is SQL, second one is MongoDB. So in SQL there is no need to learn everything, but if you learn only these listed topic, this is sufficient and good to go. If we talk about the difference between SQL and MongoDB, so SQL has schema but MongoDB is schema less. We have data inside MongoDB in the form of collection, and the record we have in the collection, these are called documents. And nowadays many industries are using MongoDB, so this is recommendation from my side. You should learn at least MongoDB along with SQL. Now let's see the another section which is machine learning project with deployment. So now your model is ready, and now how you will deploy. So for deployment you should learn at least one framework, which is Flask web framework. It is very easy to understand and learn, and with the help of the Flask you can create web framework to deploy your model into the cloud. Right, on the other hand, we also have other framework called Django. I will suggest learn Flask first. It is very easy to understand and deploy, because when you use Flask you code everything yourself, and you learn when you code yourself, so you learn everything from the sketch, how the web framework is working, how to deploy. So guys, when you are learning machine learning, so it is very important do some practice. If you are not doing practice, then you can face difficulties. So guys, whatever you learn, do some practice. I will recommend you need to finish at least two machine learning end-to-end project, one on regression, second one on classification. For example, if you solving the Bangalore property price prediction problem, so project covers data cleaning, feature engineering, model building, hypertuning. You hypertune your model to get better accuracy. Then you write a Flask framework and then deploy your model into AWS, GCP or other cloud services. Right, so when you follow these steps you learn many things, but if you do not practice, then this can be difficult to understand end-to-end process. Right, so guys, let's see the another section, some reporting tools. So it is very important you should know at least a few of reporting tools to report out. Right, so one is advanced Excel, and it is the base, and any analyst or data scientist at least should learn Excel. And with the help of Excel you can do data analysis, you can put formula, create charts, and you can do data analysis easily if you know advanced Excel very well. So it is very amazing tool, and it is a base. If you know the Excel, so you can do many things yourself. Now let's see the one BI tool, business intelligence tools, Power BI and Tableau. So if someone asks me to pick between Power BI and Tableau, so I will suggest Power BI is growing in popularity as compared to Tableau. And Power BI also, it's a Microsoft business intelligence tool. Power BI is quite amazing. It has many data sources which you can connect with, and you can create, design amazing things, reports, and send across to the stakeholders. The report structure completely you can automate, taking data from data sources, process data, create reports, and send to the stakeholders in the schedule wise. For example, in daily, weekly, monthly. So you can set a process. So I will suggest only one, that is Power BI. Right. Now let's talk about deep learning. So deep learning, the subset of machine learning. So in the under deep learning, you can learn NLP, natural language processing, ANN, CNN. So you can start focus on it. You can learn computer vision. Computer vision is a vast field where one can use OpenCV, PyTorch, TensorFlow, etc. For deep learning approach, right? So you can find many resources online on this, so I do not have a specific recommendation for this. Tips of effective learning: spend less time in consuming information, more time in digesting, implementing and sharing. So give time to understand. Once you understand everything, then do some practice. Once you practice, then you will be a master soon. And the third one is sharing. So sharing is also important. So sharing, you can choose any blog, you have solved any problem, so you can share solution through blogs, through any online channels. So this is very important and you learn many things while sharing. Some of the advanced topic: the cloud ML platform. So cloud service providers such as AWS, Azure, Google Cloud have their own ML offering, such as Amazon in case in AWS. So as a fresher, it is okay if you are not familiar with this cloud platform, but once you have some experience, it is good to have experience. And so at least you should know one cloud platform, whether it's a AWS, Azure or Google Cloud. Use Kaggle. Kaggle is the website where you can find out the data sources and the and data sets there, and you can do practice on these data sets, do EDA, do some data analysis, pre-processing, and how to build a model. So many things you can do with that data. Kaggle is the best resource, you can use that. And also spend some time on soft skills along with the core skills. This is very important. So guys, I have created this PDF for you as a roadmap how to be a data scientist in future. So I will upload this PDF file into the resource section. You can download from there. Thanks a lot.